what is it, Saturday morning, man, and it's not cold out for sure. It's 60 degrees, man, so yeah, it's a little bit wet. So I'm headed back over here. It's 8 o'clock. I'm headed back over here to the bamboo site. Yeah, man, just trying to, you know, well, y'all know, man, we're just trying to keep it earning, man. So I appreciate the views on the videos. I know the videos are kind of the same thing, but you know, that's what you face out here. Sometimes, you know, you're doing the same thing. You have to. I'm okay with it because I like doing the mulching more so than anything else with the skid, to be honest. And you don't know these things, like when you buy a skid steer, you don't really know where you're going to be able to make money with it, what you need to do to make money with it without tearing anything up. And you gotta, you know, it's mandatory that you make money with it too, you know. So there goes my guy, dude, okay, y'all, so I was just stopped by my buddy's place down the street from me, and he said he's struggling. He said he's gonna have to start selling equipment and all. I don't really know. I feel bad for him, man. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't do lawn maintenance or nothing. And you guys have met him before. He just, you know, he retired from his job, I think, and he just bought skid steer stuff, and he's been doing really good the first 3 years, he said, and then after that, the last year has been pretty rough for him. And he said this year's been really bad. He's gonna sell a truck, and you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know, man. I feel bad for him though. That's sad, man. But he's the one that's got the mulching head over there. You know, he's got a $20,000 stump grinder, and he's got a $40,000 mulching head, and he's got a couple of trucks. But that shows you that you got to be careful when you're spending this kind of money. You know, he spent, in my opinion, he spent too much money not knowing enough about, you know, the business. He spent money based on the dealer, you know, the Bobcat dealer over there, hyping him up, I think, because they sold him a mulcher that is, boy, it is huge. It's way too big, man, and it's too much of an investment going in butt naked. You can't go into this stuff butt naked not knowing anything. I mean, I don't think, and I'm not saying that the way I do things is the right way. I'm just saying the way I do things is a stepping way. There's no, oh, I got $150,000, so I'm going to go buy a machine or two, or a machine, and you know, and that's been, you know, the thing with me, and why and how I've been able to let the skid sit for a month or two on end, you know, during the summer, while I'm doing the lawns. Of course, he doesn't do lawns, so him not doing lawns and him only being in business, you know, about 4 years, that is in itself, well, it takes him out of, well, it's not the same as me. I got a lot of contacts that I have, relationships I've nurtured and built over the years, not because I'm a great guy, but because just being in the same business. And I've just, you know, compounded that with skid. I didn't buy a skid and not knowing that I would not be able to make money with it, or not knowing if I could make money with it. I knew I could. You know, from when I bought the T190, I knew I could make money with that, and I did. And that just, the Kubota was a graduation from the older to the newer, and now, you know, I'm doing that, and you're building up slowly but surely. Meanwhile, you're not running into a whole lot. You're not creating a bunch of debt, man, when you don't know what the future, you know, is. And now, of course, something could happen where, you know, I could get hurt. You know, a lot can happen. But you want to minimize your risk. And if you're not minimizing your risk, then you better have a lot of work, because everything costs a lot of money. And he's saying that he can't even get $1,500 a day to run his mulcher. And see, he says that $1,500 a day, he ain't hardly making nothing, because the mulcher costs so much money. He couldn't believe the Chinese ones that, you know, that I was showing him, you know, that are on my trailer. I wish there was something I could do for him, but there really ain't. And it ain't that I'm better than him or nothing. I just been in business a lot longer, and I got a lot more contacts. And you know, he's almost he's older than I am. So, but he said if he sold his mulching head, he'd have to get, you know, $28,000 for it. And see, I don't know. I'm not a big believer in, and I don't know what I don't know. I'm not a big believer in buying a used forestry mulcher at that number, because you can just jump on up to 30, $4 or $5 grand more, and you can get a brand new one. I mean, to buy used attachments and all, the number has got to be stupid friendly. And I understand that he can't sell his mulcher for, you know, $10,000. I get that. But his mulcher is one that it's mandatory you have a big machine. I don't even know if my machine will pick it up. I want to say it weighs about 2,500 pounds or so. It's heavy, man. It's big. It's like 84 inches. It's huge. And it's a diamond. It's top of the line. And I know it'd be worth, you know, well, I don't know what it'd be worth. It wouldn't be worth $20,000 to me. Even if my machine was running, I still wouldn't, you know. For me to get a big boy mulcher, I will have to have a bigger skid. And I would have to see that the bigger skid is wearing the Chinese mulcher out, where I'm breaking it and shit. But once you step into that, right, into the bigger mulchers, you know, north of $30,000, then you got, I mean, that money could be sitting in the street and take a long time for you to get it back. And see, I don't like doing that. I mean, I've done it before, and I'll probably end up doing it again, but I'm not going to buy a mulcher at that number with the skid that I have right now. I'm just not going to do that. But see, he did all that without being educated in the game. And I get it, and a lot of times that'll work out for you. Just, you know, you buy the equipment, and then bam, 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 you know, you use the equipment to make your money, and you know, you don't have, but then you run into times like the last year for him, where you know, you got this freaking $40,000 mulcher sitting there, and you're not making no money, and you don't have the lawn maintenance to fall back on. See, I always got the lawn maintenance, so I don't have to keep the skid busy 12 months out of the year. If I can just keep the skid busy, for 5 months or 4 months out of the year, then I'm doing great. It's not costing me that much. And then when you got the lawn maintenance that I do, you're able to push the work off. So it appears like you're getting a bunch of work with the skid, but really it's work that you've set up from the summertime, where you push things out to, and I know a lot of people. I've been doing this a long time, and your contacts are critical. It's critical, man. And nurturing relationships and all that, If I just started 3 years ago, then I wouldn't have the bamboo side. I wouldn't have any of these customers, my commercial people that I know, and any of the people that I do a lot of work for on the lawn, and I do some skid jobs. But the ability to be able to push the skid work to October, November makes it where and makes it where I can keep the machine busy. Maybe not as busy as I want to keep it, but and I do a lot of crying about the lawn maintenance and how slow the money is, but the lawn maintenance money is steady. And beyond that, it is relationship building business too, because it takes such high volume to do lawn maintenance and make money at it. So now we know we got all the employee stuff and all that with the lawn maintenance, but I just feel bad for the dude, and I try to share these things on the channel. Not that the way I do things is right and the way other people do things is wrong, but just some things to look out for when you are making big money or top dollar, and then all of a sudden you're buying top dollar equipment, or you're buying attachments and skid steers and trailers and trucks without knowing a lot about these things. The way I do business is a little bit different. It's like steps. I step up, and where it doesn't kill me on the backside, because you can be doing 300 grand a year, 400 grand a year, but if it's taking you 250 to run, then you ain't making nothing. And see, if I did 400,000 a year, it might cost me 100,000. Maybe. I can do, my bills are, I don't know, I'm grateful and thankful that it's like that. I don't really even know, thinking back, I just keep doing the most logical thing to me at the moment. But he said he's got payments on everything. Skid steer payment, stump grinder payment, truck payment, and forestry mulcher payment. Forestry mulcher ain't moved in over 6 months. And he's paying, $600 or $700 a month. It's killing him, it's eating him up. Because he worked for the man his whole life, and then he retired or whatever from the man, or got a buyout or something from the man, and then he was expected, to be super disciplined with the money that you get every day, and it takes a minute. It takes a while to do that. Everybody's not disciplined with their money, and that's a big thing that I see when people start get into business for themselves, is they got to be disciplined with their money. And so instead of him jumping out there and buying, I don't know, $170 of skid steer stuff and not knowing a lot about the business, how come he couldn't just spend, you know, 60,000? See, and work your way up to 100. And see, I ain't even got to 140,000 in equipment. You know, my skid was 80. My forestry mulchers are, you know, I mean, not much. I want to throw that out there, you know. Everything is a learned thing out here, and because you see guys doing it and doing that and doing this and blah blah blah, that doesn't mean that you can do it and sustain. You know, you can't get shiny ball syndrome. You know, I don't like to see nobody not succeed or not chase their dreams or chase their dreams and it be a nightmare, right? But anyway, I got to get going over here. I'll get the camera set up, and we're gonna do the do, man. Do the do. Deuces. So first thing over here, I wanted to show y'all what I bent. I didn't bend the arm. I bent this. So I got a big wrench. I'm gonna try to straighten it out, and I'm gonna try to just grab it with the wrench. It's a long, big pipe wrench. But in worst case scenarios, I can cut. All this is a trailer latch, you know. So see, I don't like the way it's all crooked. So yeah. I love those rhinos right there too. But let me get the chain. Let me get everything unchained, man. I'm gonna get this corner right here. Not a lot in here to get, but I'm gonna get that. We're trying out the new teeth. Y'all see that I got brand new teeth on here. And yeah, one thing about the new teeth, the other teeth, is it does not accommodate the same link bolt. So I had to add an extra washer on there. So yeah, I'm gonna put y'all up against a tree or something and y'all can see me do this right here. Yeah, so I gotta get to it though. A lot to do, and I'll move the camera once I start into here. That smell cool. Let me check everything real quick, man. It's like I smell coolant, man. So yeah. Okay, y'all, so first thing I'm noticing is the chips are bigger. So that's the first thing I'm noticing with the new teeth. You know, with the new, yeah. So, of course, they're gonna cut sharper right now than they will. Let's see how they are in a couple of hours. But if y'all see how big the pieces are, I don't know if y'all can see that. cutting though, for now, until you hit the ground a few times, and then that's when you can really tell. And these, you know, magnolia trees, they ain't nothing, man. I don't want to hit the ground right yet. I just want to kind of see nothing, man. That's a problem. And I'm intentionally not hitting the ground. I want to kind of get a feel for these teeth first. Stumps in here too. See, I'm hitting. I gotta go. Some of this shit cut. I did notice it's throwing the chips a little bit further than the other one, it looks like. But it's hard to tell right now because it's all new teeth. And running over shit. I gotta get the shit that I'm running over because I'm gonna fuck around and have a damn track. Okay, y'all, something hit hard, man, and it felt like something metal hit the door, man. I don't even know. I want to make sure ain't no teeth in them came out of this thing. Let me get around the other side. Well, it hit hard, dude. Just want to make sure you're not missing no teeth. So far, so good. See how shit gets wedged in there, and it'll actually turn the damn tooth. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. It's about an hour of use right there, y'all. So y'all can kind of see. You see how that one got lodged that way a little bit? I don't know. That ain't good, I don't guess. These are easy to sharpen here. Yeah. Okay, so okay, y'all, so I'm gonna set y'all up somewhere. I can get all this right here, but I want to set y'all up where y'all can see me get this all this deadfall on the ground right here. And if I turn the camera on to do it, then I'll have to do it now. So y'all see all that deadfall in there? You gotta be careful, there's a lot of gravel on here, but let me put the camera on charge for a minute while I clean all this up right here, and then I'm gonna set y'all up somewhere where y'all can watch me get all that deadfall right there. I'm not super impressed with the other teeth. What I'm seeing is it's taking out bigger chunks. See? And make sure I ain't got no rock or nothing in here. It's taking out bigger chunks, so that's something to, you'll have to go over it more and more, but they're easier to sharpen, so you got to weigh that. But I think as of right now, based on what I know at this very moment, that I like the star teeth better. Well, they're cheaper and they mulch up finer. So and we're talking about based on what I know at this exact moment right now. So yeah. But this damn cutter, boy, is cutting good, man. So let me put this camera on charge for a little bit, and then we'll just, when I get down there to that, I'm gonna sit y'all up in one of the trees, and we'll get some footage. Yeah. 20 minutes, man. 25 minutes right there. That is freaking nice, man. And you see the leaves are falling. So I need to get over here and get some of this bigger stuff. And then tomorrow I'm gonna do that area right there. The big reveal, if you will. Yeah, I'm getting hungry though, man. But that's pretty good. That looks really good. A couple of trees I'd like to take out, but I don't want to take the time to do that right now. If I got time at the end, I will. Yeah, so yeah, I need to get over there and get into all that over there. So, all right, y'all. So that's about all I'm gonna do today. Y'all see what it's looking like? Looking really good. Now I could go through this again and again and again, but it's not really necessary right now. The other teeth did okay, but I can't really tell a hardcore difference. The other teeth take off a little bit more, so you're gonna have bigger chips. But it doesn't look like they're gonna last very long. I saw a couple of them were chipped. So you gotta be in some, yeah. So y'all saw how I got rid of that pile. I'm gonna spend a few more minutes right here, and then tomorrow I'm gonna knock this out right here. This is not gonna take that long. It's not, because I got, well, it's just not that much, really. So I'm probably gonna ride through here and make a trail today. But once you open that up right there, all this is gonna really, and look, see, all the leaves are falling. That's what you want. I want to get in here and grind a little bit more, make this a little bit finer. They're not saying, hey man, it's a lot of big stuff. They're super happy with it, man. And well, it's a huge difference. They're going to build a house here probably in the next 5 years. So, or maybe even sooner than that, who knows? As soon as the market stabilizes a little bit. But this is looking really good. There's a stump right there. But it's like, I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's real stringy like vines, and it just doesn't want to grind down. So let's take a look at the teeth before I shut the camera off, and I'm gonna hit these little pieces right here. I'm gonna hit that piece in the ditch there. This is so much better, man. Oh my God. You're talking about really changing the game, man. So there's one tooth. Look at that one. And there's another one that's chipped. Look at that one. Look at that one. So yeah. I don't think they're as tough as the other ones. I don't. But they say they're easy to sharpen, so we're gonna go home and we're gonna put a wheel on them real quick and see what's up, see how hard they are to sharpen. Yeah, so this Ray, another good day over here. I'll be back over here tomorrow, and that'll wrap everything up. And yeah.